We're going to begin with using CINHAL Complete. This database contains much of the information you will need throughout the nursing program. Once you've gotten to CINHAL, you'll notice that there are a great number of limiters to consider before you begin your searching. You could always simply try out your search term to see what comes up, but it is often helpful to narrow your results from the get-go. I'm going to consider the issue of diabetes foot within regards to evidence-based practice and patient-centered care. Because this is a multifaceted type of assignment, for example, you need to find information on the CINHAL competencies as well as on patient care, concern, issue, or problem. Let's begin with an overview of the types of searching available in CINHAL. CINHAL headings is a great way to see what terms are used throughout this database. If I type in diabetes foot, I also see the term diabetes mellitus, which is larger and maybe more medically used term for this condition. For my purposes, I'm going to select these three subject headings. Notice that when I choose one, it expands to the right to show you even more subheadings. So if you were interested in the etiology of diabetes mellitus, or the prognosis, or psychosocial factors, you could simply choose those. I'm not going to select anything on this column at this point. I'm now going to search database. I've found 46,000 results, so I'll need to refine this. You can see that CINHAL has populated certain information in the first box, so I can add additional information as necessary. Maybe I want to add women. That brought me down to around 2,500 articles. I might also try patient-centered care, (154 results), or even evidence-based practice. (35 results). Notice that I put the two terms patient-centered care and evidence-based practice in quotations. What this does is searches for a phrase. So instead of searching for the word practice or the word evidence, I always get evidence-based practice in the exact same order in which I typed. One of the other nice features about CINHAL is the limiters on the left-hand column. I know that I want academic journals or peer-reviewed journals, so I can choose this, but since that's most of the ones in my list, I'm going to leave it alone for now. I can further limit by age, adults, and gender, women, female. So now in this list, you might see something a little different that we didn't notice before. The RVCC library does not have access to this article. Please click here to email the library an interlibrary loan request. If you've decided that you absolutely must have an article that tells you we don't have it, all you would do is click this link and fill out this form. We will request this article from a separate lending library, and we can get it for you in about 3 to 5 days. If you can't wait that long, or you want articles immediately, the way to ensure you do not see the RVCC library does not have access is to check the full text box here. We now have 5 results for our search. This is actually a great number of results. Now your task is to go through them and decide if they meet your needs best and whether or not you can use them for your paper. I'm going to check out Article 2 here, Evidence-Based Practice Protocol to Improve Glucose Control, etc. I can see the author, the source, which is the journal in which this study was published, the major subjects, which are all clickable, by the way, and the abstract, which is a summary of the article and can help tell me if this will meet my needs. To access this article, you click on PDF full text, and it opens up so that you can now print or save this file. One other feature I want to bring your attention to is this Cite button. When you click on Cite, you are presented with a citation for this article. But I'm here to tell you that you should not copy and paste this citation because several things may be incorrect. Here's our APA citation. For starters, the second line of this citation is not indented. Additionally, if you copy and paste this, the green color will come along with it. The librarians have discovered many discrepancies in citations throughout our databases. Sometimes they incorrectly capitalize all of the names of the authors, and also will put issue numbers in italics, which is incorrect. So take responsibility for your own work. Use this as a general guideline to find the information, but make sure you format it yourself.